crisis. What are we doing to our youth? They're shooting people glued to screens with super glue. Computers need to be banned when the law's broke. Ban manhunt, ban Grand Theft Auto. Try something musical, but if you've a sore throat, I have what you're after. A rap at the rap. Tomb Raider, the tune invade your brain. Get in away and you'll make it taste the pain. The sport's a game always, and it's hard fact. And the game became a sport and its name was StarCraft. Kids used to play with dolls in a house. The Sims is the same but control with a mouse, yeah. Open worlds about already 3D. Hey, until the Elder Scrolls and GTA. Wait till you see the scale of the monsters and bosses that you face in Shadow of the Colossus. Things are getting bigger, more decision, more maps, millions of...
Huh. I don't think my camera's on.
Why would it not be?
I don't know. There's no reason for it not to be on. Welcome to the Sport Boy Podcast, where Command fades into the blackness.
Yeah, of eternity.
Podcast
right.
56. When we hit 100, we retire. I think that's a... Yeah, let's retire at... No.
Yeah.
That's a new rule.
That's it. This is the rule. 100 and out. Welcome, Neo. Welcome, Ben. Welcome, Rota, Mr. First. I saw. So I can see the guys' cameras like while the preview screen is on. And I saw the moment Luke. Yes, Neo. I saw the moment Luke recognized the song. Like I saw One sec, I think my camera's fallen. Okay, I'm gonna take my headphones out. You guys, tell us about your week.
I actually had to go out of work this week, which is, super fun. Don't get paid to stay home anymore. I just remembered how many idiots I have that work with me, which is always nice. Yeah. But no, I don't mind that much. It just makes me feel like I'm smarter than everyone else, which is nice. But yeah, other than that, nothing really much else.
Fair.
You started playing in the woods, right? Or not in the woods or something.
What?
You did?
Nope. No.
Did you start playing Night in the Woods? Somebody I knew started playing Night in the Woods.
Fire.
I know Fire had, but I thought somebody had picked it up because of him.
Yes.
Maybe someone in Fire's chat, but I thought it was you.
Andy doesn't know games. Andy doesn't know what a video game is. Andy's not on a video game podcast.
Yeah, I don't know what are games.
How was your week, Luke?
It was fun. I finished Mass Effect 2 on Insanity, and I was like, complete. I did it. I got every achievement on that game.
You felt like a hole in your being had been filled.
No, because I still got to do Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, but like,
guys, I found some. Can I just continue? I've got some brand new news to just drop right now.
Okay. I was gonna say yeah, but like you've had that achievement lingering for literal years.
It has been the only one, admittedly. Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 both have like multiple achievements lingering. That has been the only That's been the only game I've ever had that's only been like one left. But good. I didn't even realize it popped to begin with, and I was like, oh, I thought I had to do DLCs, but apparently not. Yay.
I'm glad that. I hate that. That's a thing I despise.
Oh, same as well. I don't want to pay for it. Like, I don't like it when I think people have been saying this for years now, but like Microsoft should totally do a like DLC specific achievements list and keep like the main ones for themselves.
100%.
Yeah.
I also had a very funny moment in the car on the way back from the pub tonight. Have you guys ever heard? It's an orchestral song, but they play it in like Antiques Roadshows. It goes boo da boo da boo boo da boo boo da boo 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 boo.
If I have, that's not ringing any bells. I don't think so.
But it was basically on BBC Radio 2, and we were listening to that on full blast. We were driving up the street, and and this young couple was walking the opposite way that we were driving, and they obviously heard the song playing on full blast.
Right.
I'm just in the windows doing this, looking at them intensely.
Oh God.
It was enjoyable. It was a fun time to be had by all.
Some of the people who looked at you were like, "These guys are psychopaths."
They were laughing, so you know what? Yeah.
Crying, laughing, same thing.
Close enough, right? It's the same thing.
But, what's happened this week? I haven't yet to begin Mass Effect 3. I'm playing
You
Wild
meant to
right
start
now.
yesterday, but you didn't. No, wait, you
No,
were
I
meant to
didn't.
start yesterday.
Oh, you liar.
I'm a liar. I'm
You're a
sorry.
liar.
Liar.
Yeah. Oh, carry on. Anyway, carry on.
I played Wildlands.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Fun when Kamal was there. Yeah. I mean, what? No. fucking Chris and his, like guys, we want this stealthily.
Okay, so we've all played Wildlands here, right?
Yep.
Who wants to tell the chat and the world and each other about Wildlands? Does anyone want to start this conversation about how they felt about Ghost Recon Wildlands? I guess we could start with: is anyone here buying Ghost Recon Wildlands?
Not without 3 other people who are going to take it serial.
Do you have 3 other people who are going to take it serial?
I know Spurter said he's probably going to buy it and take it serial.
Okay, so that's one
No.
person.
I need 2 others then. Oh, good.
You buying it, Andy?
No, I feel like it was the same sort of thing as the Division, where I have fun playing it, and there's some moments where it's like mass and just great fun, but I feel like it's just one of those things where I couldn't see myself paying to play it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. One sec. Thank you for auto host Revi. Thank you for auto host Foreign Fred. Thank you. I want to turn on the host thing for auto host because I think that as nice.
I want to. I've done the same on mine. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, freaking.
I don't know if it's an existing issue or just like.
Maybe I haven't read around. Okay, so I played Ghost Recon Wildlands with two different sets of people, 3 different sets of people in 3 different ways.
Alright, okay.
So I will give it to Ubisoft that this game is flexible. I played it with Andy and Lewis and Chris, and so that was a 4-man team. And I don't know what happened. I laughed a lot though, and I died a lot. But I don't know what was going on. Like, to the point that I ended up skipping so much of the tutorial that when I then replayed it again with Luke, I was basically in the beginning all over again, like it was like a brand new game, because I paid so little attention.
Yeah. No, I'd say that.
And so then Luke and me played it, and we tried to, we gave it at least a reasonably fairly kind of, as serious at least as I'm gonna get playing a video game for me personally.
I wasn't serious.
For me, yeah, I'm never gonna be the guy who's like, Tango Oscar Mike, actress 6, I'm never gonna be like that, unfortunately, but...
Oh no, I just felt like we just didn't take it that seriously.
Yeah, we definitely didn't take it that seriously.
Just a lot more seriously than what we were doing.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that experience. I think it was the best way to play that game, which isn't surprising considering it was what they were pitching and it was how the game was designed to be played. And then I played it again with Chris and Nia and Luke, so another 4-man team. And the way we were playing it this time was we're going to go to story missions and we're going to attempt to ruin it somehow. Apparently. Apparently that's what we were doing, because that's what it started. Like, it was literally a case of Luke racing to get to the mission so he could play it, and Chris chasing him so he could ruin it for him.
That sounds like what Chris
that
would
was
do.
the experience.
That sounds right.
And, I was thoroughly entertained again. As a bystander, I think Luke's blood pressure probably went out of the
Oh, I
charts.
just couldn't stand it.
But, if you want to see what that experience was like, you can go watch Luke's VODs of Borderlands 2.
Yep.
Because it was very similar.
Yeah. Once
No,
we finished,
no,
once
no,
you
no.
and Chris left an outer group, I played a couple of story missions with them, and we took it a bit more seriously, and it was kind of good that way.
Yeah.
I kind of preferred just been dumb and stealing helicopters and running people over with dad minivans.
That's the thing though for me is like when it comes to like kind of just playing it for fun.
Yeah.
I think there are better games that do that, like that already exist. Like if you want to just like mess around and like steal planes and stuff, like just go play GTA, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just a better experience.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I would buy it. Because,
yeah.
Like it's just there's better ways of using it.
If you want to play it like as a really as a serious like tactical military shooter, the first thing I would tell you to do is to turn the difficulty up because it's too easy.
Yeah, I was just dicking about, and I would just kill people just by looking at them. It was stupid.
That's like my major issue with the default difficulty is AI awareness. Like I don't think the player character is particularly strong. Like I don't think you are too powerful, but I think the AI is a bit too dumb.
Yeah.
That would be my complaint, was the default difficulty.
I think the main thing that I found out was when I managed to stage an ambush by accident in a minivan. I think it was Sputter and Chris were trying to like sneak up on the objective, but I just drove up like the road and just mowed half of them down, and none of them even turned around to look at me. So
they just were expecting like the dad minivan to kill them. They're like, oh look, it's a dad taking his kid to football.
You should always expect the dad minivan.
Yeah.
It's soccer practice time.
But basically my kind of consensus with the game was that like I could see a market for it. I don't see that market being huge. That market isn't me though, because I need my games to like compel me to switch them on and play them. And Ghost Recon doesn't compel me to replay it just because like the universe they've set up to provide you, and I think this is half because of like the environment they're trying to set up in the gameplay. Like the universe they've set up is just really boring to me.
Yeah, I couldn't even get through the opening cutscene. I had to skip it because it was like, oh, I'll watch this and see what's going on. And I drifted off, and it was just like, oh my god, it's still playing.
Yeah, I've watched all of the cutscenes. I've also skipped all the cutscenes because I've switched that game on so many times. And like I paid attention to them, and I get it. I just don't really care, you know.
You'd think you could have such like a long backstory. You'd make it more interesting, more engaging, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Tom Clancy game. So.
Hey, I liked the original Splinter Cells. I cared. Oh, old-timey Splinter Cell. That was good times.
I can't remember the last Tom Clancy game I played properly. I think it might have been End War.
I never played End War. I think the last
Ghost
Recon game I played properly was Hawks.
Oh, I played Hawk as well. Yeah, I was really bad at Hawks. So bad.
But, what was I going to say? So yeah, that was my overall experience. I don't think it's a particularly great game. I don't think it's a particularly bad game. I think it's very mediocre.
It's not my sort of game to begin with. But, like I said, it's not bad, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't compel me to change my opinions about that genre of game.
Luke?
I think as far as Tom Clancy games go, it's up there as one of the best.
Luke really doesn't like Tom Clancy games. Lol.
It's like it's got its market, and its market will love it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think as long as they're appealing to their core audience, then like that's good. That's what there's not a lot of games that have come out recently that have done that well. So I could be happy with that.
I don't know. I don't feel like it really does do that well personally. Like, I don't think if you take it I feel like if you take it as like a hardcore military shooter, it's not. It's too arcadey. It like from the physics.
There's too many ways for you to mess around with it to be hardcore, right?
From the physics to the gunplay to the AI, like all of it is extremely arcadey. Like. And then if you take it as a really like just arcadey fun time game, it's not great at that either, in my opinion.
It's got points where it takes itself too seriously, and it's like sort of in a limbo between the two.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't compete with real tactical military shooters like Armor or something. Like,
yeah,
just in a different world.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I worry. What else has Ubisoft got coming out recently? They've got Watch Dogs 2 DLC, which I hear good things about.
Yeah.
And they've got something.
Someone else.
Else.
Wait, let me check. Let me check.
I just want to see like what they're trying to ride off monetarily right now, because like I really don't expect Wildlands to make much money. Oh, For Honor just came out.
Oh yeah, For Honor, that's it. Yeah.
For Honor is selling pretty well. I've been watching the sales forecast for For Honor. It's selling pretty well. So you know,
it's because it's more of a unique game. There's not many games like that.
No.
On Xbox.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Have you heard they've promised 10 total? They have 10 classes to add to each thing.
I did hear about that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
14
lot,
total. That's impressive.
That's like almost because there's 9 classes between all of them now, right?
Yeah.
Is it 3 for each one? So that's like doubling in size.
It's pretty crazy.
That's mad.
All right, now on to some real news. Unless anyone's played anything has anyone played anything particularly new recently that they want to talk about?
I watched A Night in the Woods, and that cat's a butt.
Got some good rhythm games there.
Yeah, Night in the Woods. I feel like Night in the Woods. I've watched it too, and I feel like it's better at every game it tries to do for little mini games than it is as the game that it's meant to be.
I've seen so many things where it's just, can we just play the rhythm game just forever on this game?
Like, it has a really cool rhythm game in it. It has a really cool dungeon crawler in it. It's like, it's got some stuff.
Story's pretty good. Compelled me enough to watch like a streamer play it, but it's like that cat, man. I loved every other character apart from that cat. Get a job, cat.
What's a game that's actually an interesting thing of like stuff. I don't know of a lot of media that I've enjoyed where like the main character sucked, but like that was the point. You know what I mean? Like I remember watching an anime last year called ReZero, and the main character in that anime is just kind of a piece of trash human being.
Still on episode 3.
But that's the point. Like, that's the point of the show, and the show is great. Like, from what I understand about Night in the Woods, like, you are kind of just meant to be a crappy cat, like, at the start, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to be like some sort of emo teenager douchebag, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
No.
I've only seen the first start.
But like, you do grow to love the cat. I have to admit, for all the cats, I like that cat.
Super, yes.
But goddamn,
That's
just
a cat. Okay, I'm still up to episode 3 of ReZero.
But yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Night in the Woods myself. I'm not planning on buying it just because, like, I never really buy point-and-click adventures. I'm more just watch them.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any of it yet, just because like the Let's Player that I want to watch play it hasn't put out all of their videos. That's pretty much it. I really like the art style in Night in the Woods.
Oh yeah, and like cool. the comedy in it's fantastic.
Yeah, I like the dialogue. From what I saw of it, was pretty funny.
Not a lot of video games can actually get me to laugh out loud. Without being hype.
No, I've just found out that you can change your Twitch username now.
But I'm Reginald.
Yeah, I'm not saying I changed mine because I was sick. I don't like mine, so I changed it.
You changed it?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Comment.
Does it change your channel name as well?
Yeah. It
Oh my god!
Alright, here we go. I'm freaking changing mine.
What were you changing it to?
Lucas the Third or something, because I only don't have Lucas the Third because freaking I lost the password for that account, and then like when I tried to get like the password reset, it was like, how about now? And I was like, how about you do it though?
So, yeah, but you probably have to change it to something that's not taken, right? And that'll still count as taken.
I assume it'll have to change it to something that's not taken.
Yeah, because if it gives you
maybe
the
you should
URL,
try to do this.
Like
maybe you should try and figure this out when we're not doing the podcast.
I'm kind of interested in it, but it's kind of news, to be fair. But anyway.
Yeah, well, all it said was you need to make your old one available to the public again. So I assume you will need
Yeah.
If it's not available, we'll let you change it.
But usually when companies introduce things like this, they also have like a policy of like, okay, we're going to remove
all the ones that have been inactive for however long or whatever.
yeah, so they end up freeing a bunch of usernames at the same time. So potentially Luke's username will classify as that.
I'm going to change my name to Third. That'd be fantastic.
But yeah, it doesn't affect them. It just affects the way you appear, so it'll just change your name. And that it'll not affect subscribers or followers or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I say? Oh yeah, I just saw the email about it. Literally as we started the podcast.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Where do you need to go to change it?
I just typed in oh, you go in the settings and it just lets you change it.
I want to do something. Let's do this live. Let's change the name live.
One point podcast. Always hate it. Let's do this.
Yes, freaking 1 point. What is this 1 point? It's a thing in the game where you spawn. Okay, not point. Not the point. I know the name I'm going to try and change it to isn't available, so let's see if they freed up names. For some reason, I'm not getting the drop down thing.
You're going to change it to topical Fallout.
Topical. That's a callback right there. That is a call. I completely forgot about that conversation. Damn.
Topical Fallout was the other choice of podcast name.
Yeah, for viewers.
For those who do not
Your
know.
broadcaster stats will reset.
Edit username.
Oh, what does that mean?
Like your views and your etc. Like how many views you've had, stuff like that.
Oh.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was in settings and then edit your username.
Okay, spawn point is available. I was just going to change it to spawn point, like if it was available, but it's not.
Luke Third is available.
Do you really want to lose all your views?
Well, there you go.
I mean, views really matter in the.
Well, that's up to you. I don't think they do, but I just want to know, is this like...
Alright, Andy, let's do some news.
I can't wait, go actually doing you. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
we've just been chatting.
Alright,
chatting.
so, I'm going to do some callbacks on some news we talked about last week. Several times, so...
Several times.
First of all, I just want to do a little update on the Humble bundle thing. You know how it was doing the Freedom bundle?
Yeah.
It ended last week at some point.
Yeah.
And it has raised, over 2 weeks, it raised $6.43 million or 5.2 million worth of bundles.
GG.
And also, Humble itself is also putting in an extra, pretty much £250,000 in as well.
Wow.
Which is all going to be split between the ACLU, Doctors Without Borders, and the International Rescue Committee. ACLU is the American Civil Liberties Union.
Yeah.
So they basically started it as a result of the travel ban in America.
Yeah.
Because the ACLU would have to defend more cases than they would normally have to, because, everyone was getting stopped if they were from a certain country or whatever.
They had a lot of people they needed to protect.
Yeah, so it's really cool that the community can make that sort of thing happen. That's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. GG video games, you did a good thing.
Good job, Humble.
Yeah.
Then,
Still didn't stop America from kicking out that Welsh Muslim guy.
Oh my god, I saw that. That was just ridiculous.
He's Welsh, come on! He can't be a terrorist, he's Welsh!
You can't.
How have you?
Maybe that's... Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Tiny hands.
Tiny orange hands. Also, on another bit of news we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Remember the guy who lost all of those NES games in the post?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got them back.
No, really? They weren't stolen?
Yeah, they've got them.
And they're not
They've all
broken?
been returned. No, they're fine.
Wow. GG.
So basically, what happened is he got them all back yesterday, basically.
Yeah.
But on the 16th of February,
yeah,
a manager at USPS took note of the case after he'd done the whole, put it all on trying to refund the guy, and he's talked about it on Kotaku and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
they talked about all of that, and he put people to actually try and look for it.
Yeah.
And because the label had got ripped off, they tracked it somehow. I don't know how they managed to track it with no label on, but it made a slight detour. Was supposed to be in Ohio, ended up in Georgia. That's pretty much the other side of the country. But
as you do.
BU sent pictures and stuff, and they tracked down the package based on what the package looked like. I guess it's a big package full of like video games, so I guess it's not.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have loads of packages full of NES games knocking about, right? So yeah, he's got it now, and just because he's clearly the nicest person in the world, he had already set up an GoFundMe or something like that to refund the guy who he'd lost the games of. He's now refunding all of those back to the people who donated to him.
That's good. That's what you want to hear.
And then, even more mad, he's still trying to complete all this set, so he's still trying to do this again. But he's not going to bundle them all in such massive packages this time. He's going to do them in little packages, so it's not quite as disastrous.
That's a good idea.
Because this one had eight grand's worth of games.
Yeah.
And he said he's definitely going to scale that back.
Yeah. You want to put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, what about that Muslim Welsh guy that got stopped from entering the US? Okay, so this story, wasn't it? He was a teacher, and he was going to New York, and I believe he got stopped. Was it in Iceland? They stopped in Reykjavik?
I don't know.
He got stopped.
I don't know.
Either way, they had a layover in another airport, and one of the when they were about to board the plane from wherever to New York, I think it was one of the desk ladies saw his name. I think his name was Mohammed, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, his name was Mohammed, and they looked at him, and then after that, he got into the plane, and then one of the airline stewardesses or whatever just said, "I'm sorry, sir, you can't enter the plane. You can't be on this flight," or something like that. And he got searched, and he pretty much got told, "You can't come into America." And he ended up the school, because he was a teacher, he was on a school trip. Luckily, there was another teacher with them, I think, so the school kept going to New York, I think it was.
On a school trip as well.
But the school had to, but I think the American government paid for him to be in a hotel, and then the school had to arrange for a new trip to send him back home, which is just like, it's just like, but why though? Like, and he said he has no idea why it happened. Like, he didn't have any kind of altercation or anything like that. He's got like he has no ties to any of the countries on the travel ban.
It's BS.
Yeah, and it was just like, why? Surely this is just xenophobia, right? There's no need.
Sigh. This is the world we live in, bro. I blame Trump and his.
This is what happens when you elect radically insane cheeseballs to your piece of government. Yeah. No, actually, no. Cheese is too good for me. You can't be cheese. No, cheese is nice.
I like cheese.
I like cheese. I don't like him.
I did it. I knocked it down.
Nice. You did it. But why? No one knows why though. Yeah. No one knows why though. As that is the big question. The big question is why though.
I know why though.
Racism.
Yeah. That's a pretty easy one.
Okay, on to my next bit of news, which is another callback to news we talked about before.
Alright.
So, you know how for the last God knows how long, Jim Sterling has been in a lawsuit with Digital Homicide about
the Monkey Man.
non-founded, the fact that this Digital Homicide seem to think that he's been marshalling an army of angry renters to attack Digital Homicide. It's got nothing to do with the fact that they make dreadful games and steal people's IPs and just try and port Unity assets as games themselves. It's got nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but Jim Sterling reported on it, Andy, so clearly he's the bad guy.
Yeah, he's the bad guy. He told people their games were bad because they were. So he's really, I don't know who you can blame for that.
Yeah, he could have just not told them.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
Clearly he has sinned.
Yeah, it's clearly his own fault. How dare he be a video games journalist? Because, he's a video games journalist. But yeah, anyway, they had a $10 million case against Jim Sterling.
Yeah.
And it has now been thrown out.
Yeah. It has been thrown out. If you read... so they settled, actually. They settled outside of court. Is officially what happened. You can read the settlement papers; they're public record. In the settlement, like the best piece of news.
I've got it right here. Do you want me to read it?
If you want, it's up to you.
It says the parties hereby stipulate and agree to the dismissal of all claims, including the claims raised in the complaint of February 3rd, with prejudice to each party to bear its own costs and attorney's fees. Plaintiff agrees to forever refrain from directly or indirectly filing against defend any case of action arising from the same facts or circumstances alleged. Also agrees to refrain from taking action against defendant's business, such as sending DMC takedown notices, without first considering whether defendant is engaged in fair use of copyright. So it's basically the plaintiff, which is Digital Homicide, is not allowed to now file against them for the same reasons that they've been filing against him for the last 2 years now, I think.
Yeah.
And they are not allowed to send DMC takedowns willy-nilly just because he's talking about them, without making sure it is actually not fair use.
Yeah. On the downside, this is still going to cost Jim Sterling.
Yeah, because they've both got to pay their own now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to pay theirs, but he has to pay his own. So yeah.
It's like realistically, he should have had to pay his too, but this will save him further. Like this will save Jim further costs, and if there was any shadow of a doubt. And there was, honestly, realistically, there was a shadow of the doubt that Jim would win because he was dealing with some old, ancient judge who doesn't know what the internet is and doesn't know what video games are. And whenever you're in a lawsuit like that, there's risk, you know? So settling outside is probably the best thing you could have done anyway, just to save from that chance. And even if it's going to cost him a little bit with his lawyers, I'm sure they did a good job at scaring the idiot.
Yeah. So but at least it's not a thing that's going to keep dragging on forever now. It's finally over. But
That's true.
I feel like he's probably going to be happy just to have it done out of the way now, rather than just continually having to deal with it for the last however long.
Yeah.
But then YouTube views there.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure he'll find more. Don't worry. I think he's okay. I'm sure he'll find more things to do.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Cheer up, Luke. Just a
yeah, Luke, cheer up.
Smile, Luke!
Yeah, stop being miserable, Luke. Stop it.
Just smile. Be pretty like a woman. Smile.
Okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
Isn't that what you tell women to do? You tell them to smile?
Yeah, you tell them they're horrible and just to be prettier.
Yeah.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
I'll use that tomorrow night.
Yeah, do it.
It'll
hey, baby.
out. Smile, bish.
Baby, you look disgusting, smart enough.
I am struggling. I'm not really thinking, to be honest. I'm trying to follow the conversation more than I am trying to play this game.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Alright, okay.
Struggling camel.
Let's go.
That's enough about callbacks to other news. I have some more news about Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Ashley Butch.
Ashley Butch! She's everywhere! That woman's everywhere!
She's in that game!
She's in that game, and she's in that game, and she's in that game!
In all the games.
Fucking Tiny Tina.
And she's in that YouTube series about games, and it's like, oh, so much games. She does a Geek and Sundry show about games too. Much games.
Hey Ash, what you're acting in? Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah. So I don't have a PS4, so I have nothing. I have no stakes on this. But I was reading some reviews about it.
Why don't you have a PS4, Andy? Why are you a pleb?
Because I'm not wasting more money on more games. I already spend too much money on games. I'm not buying another console so I can now spend even more money I don't have on games.
But
Not
Andy, I bought another console to spend money on games that I don't have. Therefore, you have to do it too.
Yeah,
So this
what,
works.
just to make you feel better about your own choices.
Nah, I feel completely good about my choices.
Well, there you go. We're both happy.
I know who we are.
But anyway, yeah, I read 2 reviews about Horizon Zero Dawn, one from Kotaku and one from Jim Sterling, and they are wildly different in their appraisals of the game.
So you told me this Like,
Yeah.
so Andy told me this earlier in the week. He's like, "Oh, I read the
Yeah, I
Kotaku review. These are so different." I was like, "What are you
Yeah.
on about? I read the Kotaku review, and the Kotaku review is glowing." And then I went over to Andy's review link, and he's talking about the Kotaku UK review. And this is the moment that I found out that Andy reads Kotaku UK and I read Kotaku US, because Kotaku apparently can't decide on their opinion of this game either.
I
But anyway,
assume.
carry on.
Well, what I assume is that they had two different damn field reviews.
Yeah, they did. Oh yeah, they did for sure.
But yeah. Okay, so I thought you were gonna absolutely destroy my thoughts there. I was like, oh no, you're gonna make me look so stupid.
No, I just thought
you
it
would,
was a funny.
I thought you were like, they in fact think of the same.
They in
way,
fact said the game is great, and Andy
Oh,
can't
so-
read. Let's be honest, only one person can't read here, and that's me.
Yeah, that's two I thought you were gonna say. Yes, definitely.
Let's go.
I've spent money to buy double my con. Yep, good. Look, Naya, you do what you want. That is your choice. But,
I'm ordered to buy my own games, Kotaku US.
yeah, see,
But
we were just talking about how Kotaku US is trash, but somehow it has more news, so Kamal has to deal with it.
but
Anyway,
Carry
yes, okay. This the Kotaku UK reviewer.
spoiler-free reviews, please,
Yes, spoiler free. So
because I'm getting this game.
she talks about how it's good. It's a very pretty game. It's got very nice geography. It's got very nice
Well, it is made
layouts and
by-
views. It's very pretty. A very pretty game.
Oh, come on, no.
But she was of the opinion of some of the AI and some of the abilities don't tend to mesh with the gameplay, which she said takes a bit away from it. She said they can see the potential there,
Right.
and she can see why it would be really good, but it doesn't seem to be working, in her opinion.
Yeah.
Some of it doesn't seem to mesh perfectly well. So I know a lot of the game's based on being like a hunter and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the AI of the robo animals and stuff sometimes doesn't mesh with that.
Mhm.
Which she said sort of can make it feel a bit clunky.
Right.
Ashley wouldn't know what she know.
She's a woman. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, women don't know video games, right? But Jim Sterling, on the other hand,
A woman
is
reviewing
not,
the
he is
channel.
not a woman. So
So, let's talk about the man things and how it's right.
Like this chick could totally be a dude that we're playing as. She a bro. Okay.
Carry on. I've actually got something to say about the reviews as well, but yeah, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish. But Taylor Swift shouldn't be winning the. Okay, carry on.
Paid review.
Jim Sterling was of the opinion that it meshes a lot of different gameplay styles very well. So he said it's one of the first open world games he's played that's actually caught him in like the trap of playing side quests and hunting collectibles and
Yeah.
doing like just exploring the open world just because it's. I think he said it was breathtaking, and I think that might be. I'm not. Yeah, he said it was a beautiful world. It's got loads of really good locations, and it's very interesting in the way it does it because it's so. I think it's got like old ruins of like past civilizations and then barren plains, and that's what he seems to think it all meshes very well.
Mhm.
Gives you a lot of different things to play with.
Right.
He says it's got a very good crafting system, and there's a lot of different ways you can approach the game, which I can see from both reviews. It sounds like the games do have a lot of different ways to do things. It's not all just you have to fight this enemy this way, this enemy this way. It seems to have a lot of freedom, but obviously it seems to have come down to both of their opinions on whether that's a good thing or whether that works with the game. What did you have to say about it? Come on.
Get done, scrub. Sorry.
Get done, scrub. Okay, moving on. Luke, what do you think
I
about?
figured out what I need to do to kill this boss.
Oh, okay.
I think there are not enough days in the game.
Right, I will finish this boss in a second. Right, okay, so Horizon Zero Dawn, I've been reading a lot of the reviews. Firstly, I want to, Horizon Zero Dawn is made by the guys who make Killzone. They're a Sony exclusive studio, and this is their first open world game ever.
Yeah, this is quite impressive.
It really is. I've been reading a lot of technical analyses on the game, and their first open world game ever is one of the best open world games on consoles. I'm not talking gameplay wise right now. I'm just talking in tech.
As an open world,
as
a displayable world.
Yeah, the transitioning, the technology on display, all of that stuff is one of the highest levels that you can find in open world games. All the other companies that kind of compete on that front would be stuff like Rockstar, but Rockstar is obviously kind of in the past right now just because of when GTA 5 released. Wait for Red Dead to blow our brains again.
Rockstar's just biding their time.
Yeah.
Not even biding. They don't even need to do that.
Yeah, they don't need to bide. They just need to turn up and just wreck everyone.
But yeah, I was reading some technical analysis on it, and it's a masterpiece when it comes to the tech side.
Neither of the reviews I read had anything bad to say about the open worlds.
God, I completely lost my thought process. The other thing that I've been the other thing I wanted to praise the developer for was the fact that Horizon comes out on the 28th in the US and on the 1st in the UK, and the review NDA went up on the 20th. That's 8 days before launch of the game. Plenty of time for anyone to cancel a pre-order if they don't want it anymore. Plenty of time for people to completely change their mind, to get a well-rounded opinion of that game. Not too many studios are moving NDAs to the launch day of a game or to the day before launch of a game. I don't like that. I say be confident in your product. Yeah. And let us find out what it's like before it releases. So I was really happy about that. I was really surprised actually as well, because even if you go check when I posted in chat the Jim Sterling review, I was just surprised that he had even reviewed it. That was basically my comment. And then I went and looked at the internet and I was like, oh, everyone's reviewed this. Everyone it was just the official NDA had gone up. So that was pretty good and something.
Miracle Sound is loving it.
The game?
Yeah.
That's cool. From what I can see, review-wise, I've read a lot of reviews on the game. I would say it's about a 70-30 split, and 70% of people love the game. And then there's so it's not quite Marmite, it's not a 50-50, but the people who don't love the game tend to really dislike it. That's what I found. It's been oh, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, or I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
It seems like the people who don't like it are the ones who are trying to play it in a certain way.
I think it comes a lot of the reviews I read. I found the Kotaku one actually to be one of the more interesting negative reviews, especially with what she had to say about the AI. Most of the other negative reviews I had read were pretty much boiled down to, this is an open world game, I don't like open world games. And I was like,
well, that's not really a view, is it? That's just you don't like it. That's just you don't like a certain genre, and this is the game of the genre that you don't like, so you don't like it.
Because a lot of people were just kind of saying the world has a lot of stuff in it, and they didn't feel compelled to play the stuff in that world, which is valid. But I think that boiled down to basically kind of how much the world grabbed that individual reviewer. What I would say, having read all those reviews, to anyone in chat who's should I buy Horizon Zero Dawn, is when you watch the story trailer and you look at the gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn, does that appeal to you? Because if it doesn't, no matter how good reviewers say it is, it's not going to be your kind of game. It's just
I didn't know you have to play as a lady.
Yeah, also you have to play as a lady, which is minus 10 points already, really.
Yeah, totally.
If she's badass and
being born as a lady, it sucks.
I can
minus 10 points at birth.
Yeah, I mean that's not even minus 10 life points.
But yeah, that is what I notice about Horizon Zero Dawn. Either way, I'm really excited. The reviews actually got me pumped because I felt like I was actually pretty certain that Horizon Zero Dawn was going to come out and people were going to be like, this is grey and boring. And then when the reviews came out and it was they'd done a good job, I was like, yes, this is what I wanted to hear.
Blackfire's coming into Wade's opinion. I'm so over all the shade to Horizon. How has this game gone from being the most anticipated game to now everybody unsure? I mean,
I feel like
some people got to play it and they made an opinion on it. I don't know.
yeah, some people didn't like it. The majority of people still like Horizon.
Yeah.
You can't like. I feel like Fire's been like.
I read a review.
I imagine this.
Like, this thing I read didn't agree with my opinion. It's the worst.
No, this is what I feel like. I feel like what happened to Fire was like he was just scrolling through a review list, and there's all of these 9s, and then he just sees a 7, and he's like, "How dare people hate this game!"
No.
Flips table.
Just tips it, yeah.
I mean, look at this.
Smashes kill.
I'm switching screens. I'm on Metacritic right now. Metacritic average score 88.
Pretty solid.
Pretty
solid.
100, 96, 90, 90, 85. Like,
Keep going. Wait for the mad one that makes you mad.
This is 50 US Gamer. Nah, man. We were just talking. Look, firstly, the thing is, games aren't universally good or universally bad. Like for everyone, that's just not a thing. You know, I'm sure there's some people who will hate on my baby Uncharted 4. You know, and as much as I want to kill their children, I'm gonna let them not. I'm gonna not kill their children. I'm gonna let their children live because that is their opinion.
No.
Neo wants you to type in Final Fantasy 9 on Metacritic for him.
until the children become adults. It's like now they're free game.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Okay.
iOS.
I don't know.
But there you go. But yeah, no. Horizon's getting a really positive response, man. I wouldn't say that Horizon has a negative response at all.
Yeah. Maybe not as overwhelmingly positive as it had been when it first got announced, but
I don't know. I'd still consider it.
It's still pretty damn high, though, right?
I consider 88 overwhelmingly positive. I would 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely pretty damn solid.
No one's ever going to do 100.
And the other thing is like.
Come on, post bring the game.
The other the other thing is like the guys who made Horizon Zero Dawn like make kind of crap games. Killzone.
That's what Shade sounds like.
Killzone is crap. Killzone is a bad game. So like, not only is this overwhelmingly positive, it's hugely out of character. Like, it's great. I'm so happy for them.
I guess they found their niche. It's not Killzone game.
Honestly, it felt like Sony was like, "Hey, the last Killzone didn't do so good. We're gonna let you not make Killzones anymore." Because it's felt like for the longest time, it's just been like, make a Killzone. Killzones are our game. You know, like they're the PlayStation shooter. Killzone Shadowfall is not. Oh my god, Fire! I don't even know you. Who are you? Killzone Shadowfall.
Good forever.
Killzone Shadowfall is a piece of trash shooter that was literally designed as a hardware showcase, and if you ask the developer, they will tell you they rushed it to meet PlayStation's launch. That's how bad Killzone Shadowfall is. Even the developer knows it's bad. It's a terrible game. Just because it looks good doesn't make it a good game. That's not how that works.
It looks pretty though, come on. It looks pretty.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. That's why it freaking released on launch, just to go like, oh, look at how good the PlayStation is.
Look at this pretty stuff.
Look at how pretty it is. You know, just like freaking Knack, another useless, rushed for release piece of crap.
How fucking dare you? Knack is wonderful for fathers and kids trying to play games together. Not mothers and daughters, though.
Only Knack 2 has proper co-op.
Proper co-op in the sense of an additional character. They freaking just Master Chiefed it in the freaking last game. It's like, why is there another Master Chief? Just cause.
Sure.
Why not?
Your view of games is like the complete opposite of the norm. Fire sure is. And I love it. I love and live. I also like COD. I had fun. I mean, COD is. You know what? I just feel. Sometimes I feel like Fire's just contrarian for contrarian's sake, or doesn't think about his opinions. He's just like, this tickled my buns. I'm good.
To be fair, COD Ghost campaign was underrated.
No, I don't think COD Ghost is a bad game. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like.
Okay.
I was gonna say like. I don't think Call of Duties are bad games. Like, just because I could identify a bad shooter doesn't mean all shooters are bad, you know?
I don't know if I played Call of Duty Ghost. I'm not sure which one that is.
I can tell you now. You did.
That's
Okay.
like saying Unreal Engine is a great game. This is pretty low. Yes, Nia. You understand me, Nia.
Nia gets it.
COD's a good shooter. It's just COD though. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah.
it is what it is. And you know what? Nothing wrong with being what you are, as long as you're keeping your fans happy. And those fans are rewarding that developer every goddamn time of all of the money.
The dog, the one with the dog. What? No, Ghost is the one with the dog.
Yeah. It was the
Oh, okay.
it was the one with the advanced fish AI. God damn it! I love that trailer though. I just loved all the supercuts like to Super Mario 64. They're like advanced fish AI, and then it just shows Mario swimming and the fish moving out of the way, and it's like, advanced fish AI. Yes, correct.
I'm not going to do my last link, so one of you guys can pick up the rest of the news.
Okay. I'll start with some news that hopefully Fire will like.
No, hold your breath.
Oh,
Our old buddy, old pal Kev Levine. For people who don't know who Ken Levine. Sorry, I don't know why my mouth is saying Kev. Ken Levine is the original project lead from all of the BioShock games, and just kind of a stand-up guy who likes to make story games. For people who don't know, the studio behind BioShock closed down after Infinite. That was the last game they made, and then Irrational got shut down.
Yep.
So the details around Irrational shutting down were always kind of vague. I went after this piece of news came out. I went to research what what kind of came out in the coming months, because obviously I lost interest. It was my fish attention span, you know. And I found that what happened was Ken and a couple of the other, about 12 of the other major leads in Irrational wanted to make a very specific kind of game. They wanted to make what they're calling a narrative Lego story game, which basically the explanation to that is they wanted a game where lots of a really kind of in-depth but small story game where every time you replay it you'd have a different experience that is created from these kind of Lego blocks of narrative. And they decided they wanted to make this game, but they decided it'd take a lot of time to research to make it, and 2K wanted them to make games that would release and make money now. You know? And
why though?
and they also realized that their game, the scale of their game wasn't going to be large, it was going to be more about the replayability, so they wouldn't need a 100-man studio, which is what Irrational was, right?
Yeah.
So they decided to go indie. They just decided to separate from the company and go work on it on their own time. After they separated, 2K decided Irrational wasn't worth keeping around as a unit anymore because the main heads had gone. So they disbanded the studio. They rehired most of the people in different positions in 2K. In case anyone was worrying about layoffs, it wasn't anything terrible.
No, they were just this. It would literally just be a name, and we did not want anything associated with this name.
Yeah. So that's what happened, and 2K still owns the BioShock IP if anyone cares about where that is, but they probably won't do anything with it.
Yeah, I'd imagine no.
Unless 15 years from now they make a remake or something, or a reimagining. But yeah. So today it was announced that Ken Levine, his new studio has a name, and they have a project that's under wrap that they're going to announce really soon, and according to his words, will appeal strongly to the fans of BioShock. I can read a statement from them. The studio they're forming is called Ghost Stories, and their logo is like a little campfire. It's adorable. So, as a new studio, we are excited to be working on our maiden game. However, individually, our team has been involved in the development and the release of many games, including but not limited to System Shock 2, BioShock, and BioShock Infinite. which were directed by Ken Levine under our former moniker Irrational Games. While we believe our new game will have a strong appeal to the fans of BioShock, our new focus allows us to craft experiences where the gameplay is as challenging as the stories. We are not ready to share any more on our new game, but we invite you to join us and take part in our community. So they have a website now, they have a forum, all of that stuff. It's interesting, and Ken himself is doing a keynote speech at EGX Rezzed at the end of March, so we might hear more about... We'll definitely hear more about Ghost Story, and we might hear more about their game then. I'm pretty excited. I've always liked the way he directed games. I thought BioShock, this as a series, was really, really cool and really special, so I'm interested to see what happens when you kind of unshackle him and he's just doing his own thing with his bros.
Yeah, it sounds pretty solid. So
I was making the game challenging. Why you don't even like video games? You know what? You don't even like video games. Just get out of here. It's like freaking gameplay. What is gameplay? I don't need that. I just want a story. Go read a book. Books have better stories. I'm gonna fight you, Fire.
You know what? You should just play Telltale games. There's no gameplay in them. But they're not pretty, so I guess no, that doesn't work.
BioShock is pretty solid. Yes, it is.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like if you could stick with the thing where you mix all the story in BioShock and stuff like that, and do that without any being shackled by a bigger game, I guess, a bigger company, I guess.
I can't read.
That's pretty solid. I can't read, Kamal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pick on you for being illiterate.
Rip.
Right. So that was just like a recent piece of news I read, and I thought that was really cool. I'm excited about what's to come. So another piece of news that I was just so happy to hear is there is a Twitch channel that I watch fairly regularly, at least as regularly as they stream, which isn't super regularly, a couple times a week. And they are developers, they're game dev. They
these guys.
Yeah. They stream in Twitch Creative. Sometimes I watch them and Luke is in a call with me and I tell him about them and Luke decides I'm going to go ask them if they're a couple. I keep asking them if they're a couple. So that happened. So they're two Twitch streamers, and they've been working on this game in Unity called Ooblets, and it's kind of... I'm going to show a trailer for it in a bit because they have a launch trailer, but an announcement trailer actually. But they, God damn it, my voice. They the game is basically like, imagine Harvest Moon like level farming mixed with Pokemon, like in the sense of creature collection. It has battles and kind of like that Pokemon-esque level village exploration, like where you go like from one little town to another little town, and they all have their own little stories going on with like peeps and stuff. Yeah. So it's very much for people who saw like what Stardew Valley did, where it was just kind of like people love Harvest Moon. Nintendo isn't giving people a new exciting Harvest Moon because Nintendo doesn't like to make games. So they were like, let's just make Harvest Moon but better and release it on PC so everyone can have it. And this feels kind of like a similar direction to that Stardew Valley thing of like, let's take Pokemon and just do some really cool new stuff with it and make it something that you don't have to have a Nintendo console to play, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's always, like, their game's been interesting. The planned release date for it is 2018. They were working on it in their own time, getting ready for GDC, which is the Game Developer Expo, to go show it off to some people, maybe get some, new connections in the industry. While this was all ramping up, Double Fine, really famous studio that if you guys don't know them, they make Psychonauts. If you don't know Psychonauts, they make
Brutal Legend.
They make Brutal Legend. If you don't know Brutal Legend, they make... What's that most recent game they made? The one they kickstarted, what was it called? It had a character called Shay in it. It was like a point and click.
Oh, Broken something?
Broken Age.
Broken Age, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that one.
So they make a couple games. It's kind of up their alley. Well, anyway, they contacted them. They said they wanted to publish their game. They'd help them with money. They'd help them with the technical side. They'd like guide them through kind of indie development. And the guys, discussed it with them at length, and they came to an agreement. So it's officially being published by Double Fine now, and they've got all of this money, and they got all this talent behind them. And it's great because like I'm going to show a trailer for the game now. Wait, hello Cam. But yeah, I'll show a trailer for the game, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, 3, 2, 1, hit it. You actually close the animals out scenes.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But
Policemen look creepy.
The cops are there.
Oh, there.
it's comes out there, yeah.
It doesn't show it on my end, but
But yeah, this is all made by basically one person. From art to animation to programming to sound design, it's all one dude or one chick actually. And if you want, you can go watch her do it live on Twitch, which is also just kind of cool. And interact and say hi and be like, "Congratulations, you deserve this."
you did it.
Yeah.
Well done.
You did it.
Now face the horde who are going to be asking you to update this game over desires and dreams.
Yeah, Josh, this is kind of supposed to be Stardew Valley Pokemon, right?
Yeah, it's like Stardew Valley. It's like I usually say it's like Harvest Moon meets Pokemon, but Harvest Moon is basically Stardew Valley, so I guess it's
Yeah,
like
I mean Stardew Valley is
Pokemon.
basically the new Harvest Moon, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that, and next piece of news.
The one-person games are always on point. Let that one guy who made that one game. Yep. Yep.
One person. I'll tell you what is good about one-person games is
You don't need to share the money with anyone else? Sorry.
I was going to say it's the passion, but
so firstly, obviously, we only hear about the good ones, right? Steam gets 100 game applications a day. I guarantee you, one-person games tend to be trash. Sorry to burst everyone's bubble and be a dick, but it's the truth. But like the ones that succeed are great because they have such focused vision, So you get to see like kind of exactly what the developer wanted, and what the developer wanted was good, and that's why it succeeded, And the ones that fail have such focused vision, but what the developer wanted was crap. It was crap as a result. So it happens. I'm sure if I ever get around to making a game, mine will fall into the latter category, and that's just life, But yeah, you can still say you made a game. Nobody can take that away from you.
You made a game.
A trash game, but a game nonetheless.
it don't matter. Still a game, right?
Still gam.
Yeah, still games.
Right. And my final piece of news is just a couple of Nintendo Switch related stuff. So some good, some bad. So if we start with the bad stuff, which so Nintendo, when they announced the console, they said, "Hey, Nintendo Switch, it's going to have a virtual console." Like every Nintendo console that's ever came out ever has a virtual console because Nintendo like relies on their back catalog to have a good library of games most of the time. But anyway, they were like, Nintendo Switch is going to have a virtual console. We don't know if it's going to be available at launch yet or not. Well, they have told us it will not be available at launch.
It ain't gonna be.
It's not going to be ready at launch. This is to add to kind of like the laundry list of features that the Switch will have, but will not have at launch, which include such things as proper online multiplayer community management apps. Which is just kind of like, you got to think to yourself when you read some of the stuff that the Switch is getting, like, and don't get me wrong, I know it will get them, but like the fact that it doesn't have them at launch, you kind of think to yourself, was the Switch rushed to market? Was it like Nintendo had a console that wasn't selling, and they really needed to make something new?
Nintendo never makes consoles that don't sell, come out. There's never been a console by Nintendo that is just a complete trash on launch at all.
But
yeah, it is Kotaku UK, because I sent Kamal this link.
But yeah, Andy sent me this link. But in kind of other Nintendo Switch news, people have like the NDA has gone up. People have got hands-on. They've been able to unbox it. The console is really well built. It's really solid. It's fast. There seems to be no like super major bugs right now, except for apparently an issue with the controller that Nintendo said the day one patch is going to fix, which isn't surprising.
I saw some
day one patches are freaking. Yeah.
I saw some stuff from I assume you guys know about Laura K. Buzz, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some things that she was tweeting about the so I think she was playing Breath of the Wild on both on undocked mode and docked mode.
Yeah.
And it was having like real issues playing it on docked mode. And I think they managed to get it down to the fact that it was because you know how they've got long grass and stuff in Zelda games. Apparently the HD the improved frame rates and stuff when you have the controller docked made it play worse for some reason.
I don't know. I've read obviously like the reality is like unless you're okay with watching something grow, never buy anything day one. Day one hardware is always bad.
Yeah, there's always going to be.
I don't care. Like, I mean, I got my PS4 day one. It was trash day one. Xbox was a mess day one. Nintendo Switch is a mess day one. Everything is going to be a mess day one. It's just kind of like it comes with the territory of software and hardware. But yeah, I've read a few while Andy finds that I've read a few reviews on kind of like the Zelda experience, which is what most people are playing, and I don't know about Laura K. Buzz's specific issues, but outside of that, everyone seems to be having really consistent frame rates, really consistent experiences. So I don't know, but more importantly, I watched a video by Aoife from Eurogamer on
I found it. But...
some of the features in the new Legend of Zelda. And, oh my god, that game makes me orgasm just reading about it. Yeah, go.
So basically, the tweet says, both my demo experience and Game Explained retail video entering the long grass seems to be a trigger for a frame dip. And basically, it seems that the handheld mode was better optimized for stable frame rates than the docked mode was on Breath of the Wild. Docked runs at a higher res and has more detailed effects for things like grass, but it also runs at a higher clock speed, which leads to weird frame stuttering when it's docked. That's what it says.
I can't. I mean, like, I can't disagree with her. I haven't touched it. You know.
I haven't seen it.
At the end of the, I always wait for whenever I talk about technical stuff, I don't go to like I never go to Peeps. I go to like I have a few specific sources. I usually use Digital Foundry. They have because like the thing about a technical stuff is you need to kind of have the hardware to analyze it. Like you have to put like the HDMI cable through literal frame analyzers to be able to pick up this stuff. It's happening at millimeter, like nanoseconds, at a time.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is non-retail releases, right? You've always got to wait for that day one patch to see what the final thing is going to be like nowadays, unfortunately. Yeah. But I mean, I have a Nintendo Switch coming on launch day, which is before this podcast, next week. So we will have one here to talk about next podcast on the screen.
Will we be seeing gameplay?
Yeah, there'll be Zelda. We can.
It's the third it comes, right?
Oh, you know what? I might pick up an Elgato just to connect Zelda to the screen so we can play as we do the podcast. But yeah, we'll have one and we'll see what goes on. Yeah, it's the third.
I thought so.
But like I got it from Nintendo, and they said it will arrive on or before launch day. That's the guarantee, like from the Nintendo store.
Nice.
So I'll definitely have it at least by the 3rd on the morning. I got my Zelda from Amazon, and Amazon Prime's trustworthy. I'll get that by the 3rd on the morning as well. So I'll still be kind of new hardware giddy because I just love hardware.
Expect to see the happiest you'll see come out for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, kind of excited. Can't wait. I actually announcement that Andy doesn't know about, and Luke kind of knows about. So you'll all get this at the same time. I actually will be able to test the Switch properly, like in a handheld environment, because I will not be here on Friday on the 10th, so there will not be podcast on the 10th. There's no podcast on the 10th.
Wait. Let me drop this ice cream out of my mouth dramatically.
I got an email back from one of the people I got interviewed by, and I'm going to an assessment centre in London for a company on Friday. I got that email today. To be clear, Andy, I was not keeping you in the blue for a regular time, a long period of time. Josh knew, Luke knew.
For Andy,
just because we were in calls. That's all that happened.
Hierarchy.
No, he's backfiring on me. He's using his Twitch thing on me. But yeah. So yeah, that'll be good. I'll actually be able to take it down on a travel scenario, and see how well it fares in kind of that environment, which is like the environment they're selling it for, right?
Yeah.
No, I did not get hired. Please don't do this. Please don't jump the gun. The likelihood of me getting this, like, from the assessment center is still, like, 1 in 10, Like, it's still not... It's not a coin toss, like... There's technical interviews, there's projects, there's group activities, like, it's a whole thing. And then they bring a bunch of people in, and they want to, like, half that group at least, usually. If not less. So...
How do you do in group activities?
Is this sponsored? It's sponsored by Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm sponsored by Nintendo. They sponsored me at birth by indoctrinating me.
Yeah, I was saying. Come on, had brain chips implanted by Nintendo since birth.
Still a lengthy process, yeah. Josh knows.
I won't be able to talk to my son for a day or two. It feels bad, man.
No, I'm going to be in a hotel. I'll have internet.
Everywhere near.
I'll have internet. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, what are you gonna wear? Fire. I feel that's another big question.
I'm gonna wear a suit, Fire. Are you proud of me, Dad?
I'm not gonna tell your mother about the good news.
Look, our son got high.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Fire's playing a totally different game right now.
It's gonna be fun to dress. Oh my god. Okay, right. I don't know why I said anything. Luke, news. Luke,
news.
Yeah, news.
Okay. Here's news. What should I start with? Let's just go the Overwatch one because the trailers have been that's where to finish.
Okay.
So there's possible new Overwatch character. It's coming. Can you get an image of the lady? Come on.
The child.
The lady child.
Yeah, she's on screen.
So she is from the Mani, and there's a lot of theories about if she's going to be one or not. People are thinking that maybe it's not going to be her; it's going to be like a robot that she makes. And I'm going to have to answer a Nan question. Hello.
Okay, well, Luke says this. I think it's there's 100% certainty that she will not be the character. Just because she's 11, and I don't think Blizzard is going to be cool with us shooting an 11-year-old in the face.
Fucking PC.
But I'm also kind of 100% certain that the thing she's making, because if you read the interview, she's an AI and artificial intelligence genius, right? And she says, "I want to make something that will keep people safe." Is a quote in there. And,
it's Tank.
And then it's oh, what do you think you're gonna do as the grant? It's oh, I have an idea, and then it's no hint, and it's oh, it's a secret for now. Come on, clearly the thing she's gonna make is the next character, 100%.
It's tank or healer, 100%.
Oh, dude.
But
This
if you
is
look at the other link I put in your link that Rota sent me.
this is
like,
something I wanted
an hour ago.
to tell you. Right. So the my thought process again. So originally people thought like the next character was going to be Doomfist for a very long time. Just
Terry
because
Crews!
of all of the stuff going around surrounding Terry Crews.
Terry loves Overwatch.
Yeah, the lead guy at Overwatch has come out and said it's not 24 is not who you think it is. So basically, he said it's not Doomfist. Is basically what I'm saying. And then if we reference a guy who came out and he said, "Oh, I've got leaks on Overwatch that are legit," and everyone thought he was lying, but he turns out to have been very right for a while now. So he leaked Year of the Rooster before it was announced.
Okay.
And so he accurately predicted that, and then he also accurately predicted that Doomfist was not going to be the next hero. He said it's not going to be Doomfist, and then he said it's gonna be a female quadruped, four-legged tank called what's that? What was she called again? Antura or something like that. But anyway, and if you look at Symmetra from the Symmetra comic, you can see like a spider bot that people are thinking that that's going to be it. So
yeah,
basically, I would say best guess is this lady is going to make a giant robot spider bot AI that is going to be a new tank in Overwatch. That sounds about right.
In that comic picture thing that shows in the article, there's a link to Doomfist's gauntlet.
Yeah.
Maybe the robot will use Doomfist's like
Doomfist fist.
Yeah.
Doomfist poof poof.
That'll be the ultimate. It'll be like a punch out thing. Because like the image seems to suggest whatever this robot is doing, the image that Lewis sent, it is causing an impact of some degree.
Oh my god, I'm gonna play Overwatch now. What? I was excited for 2 seconds. Oh, I want to be... She's 11! She's 11!
Fire, stop trying to want to be an 11-year-old girl into it.
In a battlefield! No! Stop
yeah, that's not what you want.
Yo, guys,
Ben says there's a new teaser for her on Facebook, apparently.
Oh, no, link it. Link it, Ben. Go for it.
Yeah, send that link. Link us.
I'll
put it in the dump.
I shall try to find it at the same time.
But yeah, you can kind of read through...
Ravi, no.
Yes, 11.
Please stop.
Even,
good.
That's a bit young for me. Kamal, I want to be the black girl. I don't care how old she is. You can't be the black girl in Overwatch. You can't do it. You can't do it. I'm not going to let you do it. Bad fire.
Where is this teaser?
What other news have you got, Luke? Unless you've got anything to say about Overwatch.
I was just looking for the teaser, but I've also got 2 links to 2 new trailers. Let's watch the Colossal one first because it looks kind of interesting.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Let's play.
Oh, it's the thing. It's the tweet that Spoda linked.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's the image that Spoda linked. OR-15 defense units destroyed in confrontation with unidentified attacker at Numbani Airport, which is where the new hero is going to originate from. No civilian casualties reported. So,
I'm going to pull the rug from under us and it's going to be Doomfist. It's like,
Doomfist!
You got double hyped. It really is Terry Crews.
It's totally not going to be Doomfist, though.
Terry Crews, bro.
I mean, Terry Crews is going to do something, that's for sure.
Terry loves double bluffs.
It could still be Doomfist later, but this one ain't Doomfist.
I don't even care about Doomfist. I just want it to be Terry Crews. Can we just have Terry Crews in Overwatch?
Terry Crews, cryogenically frozen and brought back to life in Overwatch time period.
Yep.
Ready to red shop.
Totally
Signature
down
move, bounce them packs. It's great.
Yes. Yes.
Like, looking at that image though, the robot like being embedded in that wall.
Yeah.
Just makes me think that like this little girl has just stolen Doomfist's gauntlet, attached it to a robot, and just been like ultimate defender.
It'll be better than that. It'll be like she stole Doomfist Gauntlet, reworked like the tech into its own like body, and it's like just innately Doomfist Gauntlet.
That's just I just want it attached. I just want it to steal it and
just attached to like a spider leg.
Yeah. Every time it walks that piece, it just goes whoa.
All right, so Luke has a trailer he wants us to watch for a film called Colossal, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's an Anne Hathaway film.
3.
You guys remember Anne Hathaway? Sorry.
2, 1, hit it.
Super weird, guys.
You don't remember anything last night, huh?
I got really melodramatic, didn't I?
Told me that you weren't really on a vacation. That you've been looking for a job for a year, and your boyfriend didn't work out.
You are out of control.
What?
I've packed your things. They're in the bedroom.
What?
And since you didn't have any money, you decided to move back here.
Is there anything else?
Don't remember anything.
The unprecedented nature of this
Get that tingle.
shock around.
You know you're watching something that's going to change the course of history. You all right?
Yeah, it's this nervous tick I have. I get this itch. Oh my god.
Thing appeared. Same place, exact same time. But it just made a bunch of weird hand gestures.
I'm gonna show you guys something.
It's dancing.
Is dancing like...
Holy shit.
What was that?
Fun is this movie?
Helicopter.
With like the pilot and everything? I feel terrible.
Give him a good show.
Keep it cool. Oh my god, those people are looking at us.
She's the monster.
In theaters this April. What a weird trailer!
What did I just watch? I
What
got
a
no
weird
idea.
trailer! I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. I want to know. I want to watch it. I want to see how the. So it's like they took like the horror thriller genre and they were just like, let's make a comedy out of it. Like,
Apparently, yeah.
It's just so weird. I came across it a few months ago. I was like, this is weird, man. It's weird. And it just came up with another trailer, and I was like, okay, is it out yet? I want to see this. But so I haven't seen Anne Hathaway for a while either, so this seems like a really weird choice for her.
watch the Get Out trailer. Says Rota. Is it worth a watch? Should we watch it?
What they got.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Is it like a film that's already out? If it's already out, there's no point. Oh no, it's not out yet. Okay, do you want to see it? Let's do it. Let's do it for
sure.
Rota.
Which trailer is it?
I'll link. Okay. It's out today, says Rota. Well, it's not out. I think it's out later in England, so even then. Okay, let's do it. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
You got your toothbrush?
Check.
Do you have your deodorant?
Check.
Do you have your cozy clothes?
Got that.
What?
Do they know I'm black?
Should they?
You might wanna,
Mom and Dad, my black boyfriend will be coming up this weekend. I just don't want you to be shocked that he's a black man.
I ain't never seen you like this before, bruh. Meeting families and taking road trips. Don't come back all bougie, man. Come back, get your damn pants up to your damn stomach.
Oh fuck!
I was not ready for that.
So you guys coming up from the city?
Yeah, we're just heading up for the weekend.
Can I see your license, please?
He wasn't driving.
I didn't ask who was driving. I asked to see his ID.
Call me Dean and you hug me, my man.
So how long has this been going on, this thing? We hired Georgina and Walter to help care for my parents. When they died, I couldn't bear to let them go.
Do you smoke in front of my daughter?
I'm gonna quit. She'd take care of that for you. How? Hypnosis. I'm good, actually.
You ready for this?
I'm back in B.
So look, I go do my research. Apparently, a whole bunch of brothers been missing in this suburb. But it's cool. Bro, how you not scared of this, man?
Good to see no brother around here.
Chris was just telling me how he felt much more comfortable with my being here. Get out.
Sorry, man.
Get out! Yo!
Rose, we gotta go.
Is everything okay?
Rose, the keys. Just get the keys.
I don't know where they are.
Rose?
Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Mom, it's a terrible thing to waste. Terrible thing to waste.
If there's too many white people, I get nervous.
No. No.
Mom, it's a terrible thing to waste.
I was gonna look to all of us for a moment in that trailer, and I was like, we just like all had the same expression of just like weirded out confusion. I feel like, okay, first reaction to this trailer. I feel like this trailer showed way too much stuff.
Yeah, that seems like it was just was just the entire plot of what the movie's gonna be, right?
But I guess I still don't know what the end goal of this hypnotist woman person is.
So yes, Josh, yes, I knew that was where I recognised him from. Yeah, he is. He is the guy from the first episode of Black Mirror.
Okay, let's see what chat is saying. Yay, racism! Yep. This is like an episode of Black Mirror. It has 100% on Rotten Tomato. You know what used to have 100% on Rotten Tomato? Let's see if it still does. Lego Batman. Oh, 91 now? Psh, Lego Batman is 100%. It's 100%. Lego Batman is so good. Lego Batman is the best Batman movie that was ever made. Full stop.
Just someone going like, why not Pelican Man? Fucking what?
Okay, that was interesting. That was really weird, but I mean, like, I'd watch it, honestly. I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, that looked pretty interesting, to be fair, yeah.
Add it to the EGX list.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Just I'll watch it, I'll be like, I'm a black man in a room with two white people, I'm uncomfortable! You guys just want to give me nightmares, this is really happening.
Well, if we were going to hypnotise you, we would have done it last year.
That's true, I guess. What if I'm already hypnotised?
Oh my god, you rumbled us quick when you need to change the conditioning word.
What is Luke eating? Luke, what are you eating, yo?
I'm going to assume ice cream. There it is.
What type of ice cream?
Vanilla.
Nice. Right, Mass Effect Andromeda. Do it?
Like that.
Okay. You should be very scared.
Well, just of white people in general, yeah, probably.
I'm ready.
Oh, dude. Oh, actually. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Nudity. Strong violence. Nudity.
My two favorite characters.
Welcome back to the Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh shit, it's Krogan.
In this video, we will take a look at profiles, favorites, and your squad. As you level up in Mass Effect Andromeda, you'll gain access to dozens of skills and over 300 skill upgrades. You're free to pick any skill without being limited to a class, which allows you to create a Pathfinder that is totally suited to how you want to play. As we discovered last time, there are 3 main types of skills in the game: combat, tech, and biotics. As you unlock skills over the course of the game, you'll also start gaining access to profiles. There are 7 types. Let's take a look at 2 of them, the Adept and the Explorer. The Adept profile is perfect for players who want to specialize in biotics. As you choose more biotic skills, the Adept profile will give you bonuses to suit your playstyle. And as you can see, choosing Adept gives bonuses to duration and damage of your biotics. The more you invest in those skills, the higher level profiles you can unlock. Or maybe you want to be more versatile. choosing some combat mixed with biotic and tech skills. This will unlock the Explorer profile, giving you perks and buffs that enhance all your abilities. And of course, you can swap these profiles at any time, allowing you to keep the action fresh, giving you a number of ways to tackle every battle, and making sure you never feel locked into a particular style of play. This brings us to favorites. Favorites are a quick way to map 3 skills and a single profile to one slot. Anytime during combat, you can switch between one of these 4 slots, giving you access to up to 12 of your favorite skills during the course of a single fight. Here's an example. In this battle, I've equipped a favorites loadout designed for long-range combat, utilizing cloak and a sniper rifle to suppress oncoming enemies. The sniper alone isn't enough, so I'll deploy an assault turret and toss some grenades before switching to my second favorites loadout. It's designed for close quarters combat. Loading these new abilities puts them in a cooldown by default, so I'll have to make do with my shotgun until they're ready. The Fiend is too powerful and I'm not in any position to take it out immediately, but my new favorites are ready. I'll make my getaway using Biotic Charge and then maneuver around this group of enemies. This favorites loadout is particularly combo friendly, so I'll engage by comboing Cryo Beam and Lance for an explosive result, then clean up with my shotgun. It looks like the Fiend has taken an interest. I'll do what I can from a distance before switching to my third favorites loadout. One that emphasizes ranged biotic abilities such as Backlash and Shockwave, as well as Flamethrower. Let's see if we can find a better vantage point and stall the Fiend's approach. Using Backlash, I can shield myself from oncoming fire and deflect it back at the enemy. This is particularly useful against large crowds of enemies. However, this horde is scattered, so I'll need to regroup. Looks like the Fiend has other plans. I'll stand my ground by using Shockwave and then follow that up with Flamethrower. The Fiend is hurt, but it's going to take more than that to defeat it. Switching to my final favorites loadout, I'll engage the Fiend with soldier-focused abilities. Let's finish it off with Flat Cannon and Trip Mines. And when it comes to combat, don't forget your squad. Each of your 6 squad mates has 3 active and 2 passive skills. In this case, Cora uses her biotics as a support character, and Drac is a bruiser who can soak up lots of damage. Not only can you set your squad up around the battlefield, ordering them to defend locations, attack targets, or rally to your side, but you can also team up with them for devastating power combos. Power combos activate when you or one of your squad mates primes an enemy or groups of enemies, setting them up for the kill. Then you or a squad mate jumps in to detonate and finish the job. And you can always level up your squad mates to make them specifically good at priming or detonating targets. Subscribe to see the next installment in the gameplay series for a look at exploration in Mass Effect Andromeda.
That's this week's video. Let me tell you now, that's hype. I'm liking the look of the combat. I'm glad to see like a kind of a video where you can see a majority of it. If that makes sense, like because everything we've seen so far has been like clipped from loads of different scenarios.
Right.
It's kind of hard to tell how good something is when you're just taking kind of like the best of the best.
That Squid Cat. She has like I can't tell like I'm getting like a somewhat feminine vibe from that character, but like
yeah, I see what you mean, but I can't think of why.
But then I look at like the body and like the shoulders are super broad, the stance is wide. Like
yeah, maybe so it's just like
masculine, feminine,
typical Milky Way thinking.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, if they were going to really go outside the box, it wouldn't be masculine or feminine, but it's going to be one of them. Because
it's got to be humanoid, right?
Because you got to bang it. You got to bang it good.
Yeah. People want to bang the Squid Cat. Yep. Nope.
I've not seen a female Krogan.
You're banging good. Can you bang female Krogans? Are they on your team, Luke? If they were on your team, they would be hot and bangable. But they're not on your team, so they're allowed to be ugly. That's basically how that goes.
Yeah.
I am kind of hoping you can romance Drac.
All I know is that you can romance old woman Mohawk lady.
Cora,
yeah. Because they show it at the beginning of like every video. They show you making out with her. It's like,
are you assuming it's gender?
He make out with her.
7 tight.
I might honestly pick Vetra. She looks kind of cool.
I'm not assuming it's gender. I'm saying I can't assume it's gender. I wish I could. That's what I'm asking for.
I'm so confused.
How am I meant to assume when you give me characters like this?
My penis.
But yeah. Oh, look at the height difference. Boom, 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 boom.
But yeah, like I'm kind of this video didn't leave me quite as hyped as the last one did. But I am looking forward to the next one about the focus on exploration.
Yeah,
that's been one of my main questions.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to know about. Yeah, I feel like this one wasn't as hype as the other ones because it's shown stuff that we kind of already saw.
I see.
Just get more into the nitty and gritty.
What? You can burn her, or you can burn the MILF. Like, there's plenty to burn.
You just burn them all. Just burn them all.
You can burn the MILF here. You can burn that thing. You can burn. Where is she?
Better not have been calling the Krogan that thing.
No, I wasn't. The Krogan's beautiful, please. I would never.
Thank you.
Anyway, right. Mass Effect Andromeda looks pretty interesting. 21st of March, guys. We'll find out if it ends up being bad or not. Well, I mean...
I feel like we'll know.
I don't know any... none of us are going to be playing it on launch, are we?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You know what? Probably.
I guess I'll have to go off reviews for a good while.
Probably get it as soon as it comes out, yeah.
Oh, you are?
Waiting.
Sweet.
Yeah, Mass Effect, totally.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Because I knew Luke was getting it on launch, but I knew he was also waiting until his house was free so he could just, like, stream it forever.
Main
line. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I've got it as soon as it comes out, yeah. I probably won't have played it that much. What's the date where it comes out? 21st? That is a...
21st and in 2 days, I'm on my holiday.
21st
I will
Tuesday.
watch other people play it then. Oh, snap. Right, it's like, I got others in my pocket. I got so many streamers. This isn't even a problem for me. It's literally raining streamers, man.
It comes out the 23rd, and my holiday starts on the 26th.
Yes,
Ben has given us some breaking news. Apparently, in the PTR for Overwatch,
the Doomfist Club is missing.
Yeah, Doomfist Club is missing on Numbani now.
That kid is 11 and she's robbing the Doomfist glove. The 11-year-old is robbing the Doomfist glove. This is a problem.
Freaking even would have Reaper's gonna be like, I couldn't steal it. What if she'd be like, lol, you fucking suck.
What if she made like a Doomfist? Like she made it's not Doomfist. She made Doomfist.
She brought him back from the dead, and he was like, "Why am I here? Shut up and punch this thing."
Kamala's right. Look, Rota, we don't need you either. Okay, we've got plenty of Rotas. We've got so many people in line to be our next Rota. So you can go.
The opinions expressed by this man do not reflect all of us.
You are so weak, Luke. So weak.
Don't leave me, Rota. I need you.
Yeah, you're not helping your case.
You bitch flocks.
Bitch flocks. Oh. Oh, so what is this whole vanilla gate going on? Why?
Freaking screw you, Josh.
What's wrong with vanilla?
That's what I think
nothing
of
wrong
you
with
and your
vanilla.
hatred for vanilla. Vanilla is the purest ice cream. Like white people are the purest race.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna say that. God damn you, Kamal.
Why is everyone so savage? I don't know. Podcast over. Andy, freaking do your thing. We're done. We're out. We're finished here.
Okay. Alright, okay, so, thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you wanna, watch this again and watch Kamal break down over ice cream, it'll be on, YouTube. Make sure, follow us on here, follow us on Twitter, and join the Discord and stuff. If you want to know all about all the stuff we were talking about in the podcast, it's all going to be in the link dump. If you want to talk about stuff next week, make sure to send us a link on here, Discord, Twitter, whatever, and we will put it on the link dump with your name on it and give you a shout out. And I think that's it. Right.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
Vanilla's the best flavour.
It is. Andy knows. Alright, good night.
It's not though.
This is gaming in the future, and you haven't heard The Last of Us. Dismissing this is just an enormous fallacy. So open your mind and let it alter your reality. Hey geeks, I bring a message from the future. There's a new revolution headed to computers. It's 73, but it won't be too long till we can get the TV to play a game upon. But it's time to break out of the house. The crazy days of space invaders await us, arcade potatoes. Swap the shooting range for computer games, arcade renaissance, pre-8-bits booming days. A new decade, welcome to the 80s. Pac-Man's the latest new craze, qubits the rage. The first personal computers let loose as manic minor graduate time. As the fight is truly useless, elite gave legions of wee little boys. A deep space region of freedom of choice. Now here comes the console, the first one so portended an industry of dimensions untold. The birth of franchise, Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Monty Mole, Italia, the others. But the list to go on and on, longer than I can tell, until the 90s when the game became handheld. Meanwhile, I bought stories of another time and point-and-click arrived on the shores of Monkey Island. Ever wanna see your chums beat right up? Then Daniel San, you need to try Street Fighter. A tournament with all your buddies in your front room. It's all good until you fight a line on doom. Hijack your mind, your mama can't abide this. Night trap might lack morals, it's a moral crisis. What are we doing to our youth? They're shooting people glued to screens with super glue. Computers need to be banned when the laws broke. Ban manhunt, ban Grand Theft Auto. Try something musical, but if you've a sore throat, I have what you're after. Tomb Raider, the tune invade your brain. Get in away and you'll make it taste the pain. A sport's a game, always in its hard fact. And the game became a sport and its name was StarCraft. Kids used to play with dolls in a house. The Sims is the same but control with a mouse, yeah. Open worlds about already 3D. Hey, until the Elder Scrolls and GTA. Wait till you see the scale of the monsters and bosses that you face in Shadow of the Colossus. Things are getting bigger, more decision, more maps. Millions of simultaneous players in Warcraft. All the people, so many people. See your whole family can get involved in Wii Sports. And more people means more money, more flair. For big blockbusters, called Modern Warfare. Even more people, more freedom, more indie games. Limbo, Fez, Super Meat Boy, Brave. Revolutionizing gameplay, a mind blast, constructing infinite destructible worlds. Minecraft, gaming on the telephone, yes I know it sounds absurd. Fruit Ninja, Farmville, reverse. When gamers came along, the planet laughed at us. But this is gaming in the future, man, you haven't heard The Last of Us. Dismissing this is just an enormous fallacy. To open your mind and let it alter your reality. When gamers came along, the planet laughed at us. But this is gaming in the future and you haven't heard The Last of Us. Dismissing this is just an enormous fallacy. So open your mind and let it alter your reality. When gamers came along, the planet laughed at us. But this is gaming in the future and you haven't heard The Last of Us. Dismissing this is just an enormous fallacy. So open your mind and let it alter your reality. When gamers came along, the planet laughed at us. But this is gaming in the future and you haven't heard The Last of Us. Dismissing this is just an enormous fallacy. So open your mind and let it alter your reality. When gamers came along, the planet laughed at us. But this is gaming in the future and you haven't heard The Last of Us. Dismissing this is just an enormous fallacy. So open your mind and let it alter your reality. Gamers, the world is ours. Now where shall we take it?
Hello, it's Dan.